Hello everybody, it's JT Bear here on Clean Valley Farms. Thank you for joining me today. Not exactly an instructional video today. I am playing with a toy I picked up at probably the coolest little shop on Main Street. If you ever get into town here, you'll know instantly which one I'm talking about. But Serious Science and Nature, it's a great store, well, for geeks like me, right? So what I'm doing today is I'm putting together a $20 windmill kit because it's going to give me well, basically hands-on experience with certain parts of windmills that I haven't really done anything with but theorize on. And I've got some very interesting theories for windmills, but they're kind of well, people laugh at me when I talk about them, but that's fine, you know. Any idea that doesn't get laughed at first really doesn't change anything, does it? So let's check out this little windmill kit and get started putting that together, and then we can talk about you know, progressing into bigger and better things. So here you go. Seriously, it was like less than $20. Where's the price tag on here? $16.99. Neat little science experiment type project. All I really need to do this is some tiny screwdrivers and a plastic bottle. Got both of those. So let's put it together, and then we'll look at the pieces that decided I was going to buy it for me. So it says definitely not for children under 3 and suggested for children above the age of 8. Thankfully there's no maturity level test, so because chronologically I'm older than that, I'm allowed to play with it. Cool. Screwdrivers, bits, instructions, bottle, good to go. They did a pretty good job with the packaging here. The only thing maybe they could do a little different is those screws could be packaged a little bit safer, but I'm sure I'll keep track of them. Most kids are a little less absent-minded than I am. Some very straightforward instructions for putting this together. Alright, so step 1, this little bottom piece has a couple of pinholes, and then you shove the wires through the back of the, I guess it would be the gear exchange. Alright, next we put these 2 flat pieces back together. Flywheel in the middle, wires out the back, light at the bottom. Looking good so far. Alright, so next we put in these 4 screws to attach the 2 plates together. I think maybe some sort of pre-threading in there would have been nice. They don't seem like they fit very well. So with 2 more of those tiny little screws, we clamp it onto the top of the pop bottle here. Starting to take some shape. I'm a little worried about an empty 2-liter bottle underneath this, but we'll see. Could always put some water in there, I suppose. Next we seem to slip the motor in place. There's a nice little click as it slides into the gear, and do up the wires. Well, getting a decent connection on there with my big old fingers was a bit of a challenge, but should work well enough for now. Well, the blade just pushes into place easy enough. Next, put on the motor housing and the tail. Well, there we go. That's the whole thing put together. We don't have much wind at the moment, so I can't really test this. And it's a single LED bulb, so I'm not entirely sure just how bright that would be in there. Anywho, it'll be an interesting opportunity to play with the basic dynamics and parts of a modern windmill. For now, I think I'm going to be changing that paradigm given the opportunity, but yeah. Anywho. Alright everybody, well that about wraps it up for this particular video. Some interesting outbursts coming from some of the houses in my definitively urban environment. But, you know, we're fixing to change all that. Anyway, a little later on we'll get into how I plan on using this particular toy to figure out some of the recreations I need to come up with to make my ideas for a wind turbine work. Anywho, that's about it like I said, so thank you all for watching and have yourselves a fantastic day. Bye.